Please stand for the flag salute.
Roll call.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Hawthorne, please call the roll.
Yes. Ms. Lawson? Ms. Lawson?
Here.
Mr. Belmont?
Here.
Ms. Reed?
Here.
Ms. Creech?
Here.
Mr. Flanagan Bay?
Here.
Dr. McMillan?
Here.
Mr. Scott?
Here.
Yeah.
So at this meeting, we will be appointing the vacancies for the Region 2 and Region 3 directors. Just to give a kind of a brief summary as to how the process will work, we will first ask for a motion to open nominations. That motion will be called, seconded, and called by roll call. Once that is completed and approved by a majority of the members, nominations can then be made. You can just literally just say the name of anybody that you would like to nominate for the position for whatever region we are voting on at that time. Once those nominations are completed, we will then ask for a motion to appoint a person going in the order in which the nominations are made. The first person getting to 4 votes in the affirmative will be appointed. So even if there's 10 people listed, if the first person gets 4, we're done. If the third person gets 4, we're done. We don't go through everybody. It's the first person to get 4 votes will be appointed to the board. So that kind of summarizes the process.
Okay, before we move forward, can we have the names of the individuals in Region 2?
2. Right.
Yes, we have Becky in Region 2. I have to get a pick.
That's 3.
Okay. Laura Arthurell in Region 2.
3.
Okay, I don't.
Everyone else is 2.
Just
Right, so that's there's 2 in Region 3 and then 5 in Region 2.
So I did the opposite.
Right.
All right, 3 and Becky, 3. So now everybody in Region 2, Richard Schiavone. Am I correct? Holly Sousa, Mike Rensland, Sharday Jones, and Ann Matthews. Those are Region 3s.
Is that correct?
Region 2s. Region 2s. Those are Region 2s, correct. So then,
Can you repeat that again? I'm confused on this. Sorry.
everybody that I had as a 2 was 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Richard Schiavone, Region 2. Holly Sousa, Region 2. Mike Rensland, Region 2. Sharday Jones, Region 2. Laura Arthurell,
Mm,
Ann Matthews,
mhm.
Region 2. Okay,
Okay, I'll now need a motion to open nominations for the Region 2 board vacancy.
So moved. So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Creech?
Making a motion, right? I mean, I'm not, I'm opening
Yeah, we're opening.
nomination. Okay, I want to nominate Mike.
No. This is
We're
just.
not.
Just voting to open a nomination, just say yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't remember doing this the last time.
Ms. Lawson?
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay?
Yes.
Dr. McMillan?
Yes.
Ms. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Belmont?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes,
Okay.
we can now accept nominations.
Well, I started. I did nominate Mike Rensland. Sorry if I didn't say his last name correctly.
I nominate Rich Schiavone. And I can talk about why I nominated him. I nominated him because he's an educator an organizer. He has experience with collective bargaining. He did a fantastic job during his interview. And I think that he would make an excellent addition to the board.
I'm sorry, I thought we were commenting that in the second round, so that's my fault. I do want to say wholeheartedly that all of our nominees, the interviews that we went through, I thought were fantastic. And I would hope that anyone who did not get on the board would be actively engaged, because I felt like there was something from each of our candidates that we would be able to gain from, and the community would be better as a result. The reason why I went with Mr. Reisland is as a graduate, as well as the way that he spoke about with passion, the concerns for our district. He is an educator as well, putting the students first, and even just, his push and interest in wanting to help to improve like the publicity of the district, as well as working together within the community and our board.
I would like to nominate Laura Arthur.
That's a different region.
Oh, we're gonna stay in region.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Any other nominations for Region 2?
Yes, I have a nomination for Region 2. My nomination would be Sharday Jones. Reason for it, me nominating Sharday. She's an alumnus, very educated, describes herself best as a community volunteer. She puts a lot of time in with our family. She's very familiar with policy procedures, very artistic, very young. She brings a lot of youth to the board, innovative ideas, which would be great for our children. And just to sum it all up, I just felt that she's just a good, candidate all around. And with all the hats she wears, just the passion that she has to be part of the board was a bit impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other nominations? If there are no more nominations, then I will close the nomination process.
You're going to start with.
So I need a motion to appoint Mike Rensland to the open Region 2 seat of the Woodland Hills School Board.
So moved.
What? Where?
Because you'll go by
We
votes, right?
We're going by
Yeah.
the order of,
In which
You
they
guys
were
will get a
nominated.
majority, then you go. to the
You go to the,
Okay.
you go in
That's
the order in
not
which they were
usually-
nominated, and
Okay.
then
Yeah, I
if
thought
the
we just
first
said
one to
names.
four will.
Yeah, because usually we say the names.
And however
Okay.
many names it was. I thought.
No, this is the process.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
the same. So I just need a second. I need a second.
Order in which they're nominated, first one to four will be successful. So if this person doesn't get four, you'll go to the next name until somebody gets four.
And if none of them get 4, then you gotta.
Try again. Yeah.
So I just need a motion to appoint Mike Rensland to the open Region
So
seat.
moved.
Second.
Second.
Second. Thank you.
Roll call.
Ms. Creech,
Yes.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
No.
Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Wait. So let me understand. So we're just agreeing.
No, you're voting.
You're
Oh,
voting on
okay.
the appointment right now.
Okay,
So-
okay, and this is for Mike?
This is for Mike. If you
Okay.
don't want Mike, you vote no. If you
Okay,
want Mike,
okay,
you
I
vote
just
yes.
was making sure.
Very good.
do you want
No.
Mike? Okay. Mr. Belmont,
No.
Ms. Reed,
No.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
3, 4, 3 yeses, 4 nos.
Okay.
We go to the next
We
part.
need
The
a
next one, motion.
motion to appoint Richard Giovanni to the open Region 2 seat of the Woodland Hills School Board.
So moved.
Second.
Mhm.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Creech,
No.
Ms. Lawson,
No.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
Yes.
Dr. McMillan,
No.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Belmont,
No.
Mr. Scott,
No.
2 yes, 5 nos.
I need a motion to appoint Sade Jones to the open Region 2 seat of the Woodland Hills School Board.
So moved.
Second,
Please call the roll.
Ms. Creech,
no.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
No.
Dr. McMillan,
No.
Ms. Reed,
No.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
No.
2 yes, 5 no.
Try it again.
Okay.
We will try it again now. We'll try, and if we become deadlocked, then there's a process for that, but we will try again. So if somebody would like to change their vote, this now is the time. So we'll try going through it one more time. Somebody has to get 4 to get the appointment.
Do I need
I
a
was-
What's the count?
You need a new motion for
So moved.
322.
Yes, 2 yes.
Mike Rez.
a motion for Mike Renzland?
So moved.
Need a second.
Second.
I'm sorry, can I ask the question?
Yeah.
So again, I thought when we did this before, we just said names and it went with whoever had the most names, but I understand it's kind of the same thing, just different. So now that we have like 2-2, would we not then try to see who gets the most out of those 2? Or we're just doing the whole, I don't understand.
Ideally, you would want someone to switch their vote based on the votes that have happened already. I mean, you guys have to come to a consensus. Somebody has to get a majority to get the appointment. Somebody has to get 4 votes to get the appointment.
I get it.
But what she's asking, is it narrowed down now?
So that's what happened
No.
last time.
No,
That's what we did the last time though. Okay.
Okay.
So we're just gonna stick with 3.
We're
We're gonna vote
gonna go
again.
through
okay,
one
go
vote
through
again.
it again.
Mhm.
Start with Mike Reslin.
3 isn't a majority enough to win the appointment. And obviously 2 isn't. And so right now it's nothing. If this next vote becomes deadlocked, hypothetically, if it was 4-4, which I don't believe it could be, I don't think there's 8 on board. But if it was, then we would have to do the next option, go downtown.
Yeah.
And something like that. So
A petition
basically,
could
just
be
give the
filed.
board a chance. Now everybody knows how the votes fell, basically 3-2-2. Now it's another chance to see if anybody wants to put votes together and appoint someone tonight.
Okay, so please call the roll.
Okay, I
Did
didn't.
you get him? You need a
I didn't hear the
motion.
motions.
So moved.
And
Second.
second.
Thank you. Ms. Creech?
Just saying a name again, right?
This is for Mike
Mike
Reslin.
Mike Reslin, yes.
Yes, yes. Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
No,
Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Ms. Reed,
No.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
That's
That's
fine.
it. 5 yes, 2 no's.
Now you're gonna do.
I gotta do region 3.
Okay, this will be much smoother. A motion to open nominations for Region 3 board vacancy.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
This is just opening the nominations, so.
Ms. Creech,
Yes.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
yes,
Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one would be Becky Borello.
You want to open?
You want to?
So, yeah, if there, okay, so now we can open nominations for,
You can accept nominations, yeah.
Okay.
I move that we nominate, I nominate Laura Arthro, retired teacher. She worked in the Woodland Hills District. I think she will bring a teacher's perspective, to the board. So it's my thought.
any other nominations?
I'm going to nominate Ms. Arthro as well. She has the history, she knows our district, the passion that she shares, the background that she shares, the connection with facilitators, as well as her background in education is something that we do need on the board. So I'm going to go along with Dr. McMillan.
Any other nominations? If there are no more nominations, then I will close the nominations. So we need a motion to appoint
So moved.
Laura Threll to the Region 3
Second.
seat. And we need to vote.
Yep.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Creech,
Yes.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
Yes.
Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
unanimous.
Okay, we're going to move to item 4 on the agenda. There is a need for us to accept the special education settlement agreement and release as presented by Mr. Rakunas.
So moved.
Second.
Questions? Okay, we could roll call.
Ms. Creech,
Yes.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
Yes.
Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
unanimous.
Gotta swear me. Okay, and then moving on to our last item on the agenda would be item 9. First, I want to thank the board for their work with this. I think this is going to alleviate a lot of busing problems we had in the district this past school year. So this is an agreement with Christ Transportation. First student agreed to be flexible with their current long-term contract with the district and give all of the outside Catholic school, private schools, charter school runs to Christ Transportation. And that way, if there's ever an issue with an external run, we know through the contact. If it's an internal run, first student will still maintain that. So they will still have 70% of the current agreement, and Christ will do the outside. So asking for a motion and a second to approve that agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Creech.
Yes.
Ms. Lawson,
Yes.
Mr. Flanagan Bay,
Yes.
excuse me, Dr. McMillan,
Yes.
Ms. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Belmont,
Yes.
Mr. Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, so the new appointees will need to get sworn in typically by your local magistrate's office. And then I'll work with the administration to contact the county and let them know as well. So and they'll take their seats at the next regular board meeting, assuming they've been sworn in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, if there's,
Do old business.
we have any old business?
Regarding magistrate, we don't contact the magistrate coming into the next board meeting and swearing new members.
You can.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you
That's
do
have
how
done that.
works.
that. Yeah, we can do that as well.
I've been swearing in the board members.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I know you're here tonight. Congratulations to you. Is the other gentleman? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
Had
Okay.
wonderful.
Congratulations to you as well. So the board would like to invite you to a brief executive session after the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, any old business? Any new business? Public comment?
Is there any public comment? Oh, nobody want to hand? Okay.
I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, sure.